Alrighty. Good afternoon, everybody. Magmagon here, and we are in Montreal today with this lovely retro livery A320 Neo. I absolutely love this Air Canada livery. Not that the new one's bad, but I think this looks amazing. So, where are we flying today? Well, we are flying into Toronto City Centre, and that is an airport that, well, the longest runway there is 4,000 feet long, so it's not a very big airport. It's located on some islands, there's not much room to expand. But I think, I think with enough precision flying, I'll be able to get this A320 into that decidedly small airport. So then, well, I guess we'll find out and see. I won't spoil the surprise. So then, we are at Montreal, so this, hmm, that is a very strange jetway. That's very strange parking. It spawned like this. I'm not sure why it didn't spawn on the center line. So I guess the passengers just have to, they just have to jump from the jetway over to the plane. But that is no matter. That is not my problem. My problem is getting this plane into that runway. So let's go. Yeah, and by the way, we're flying on VATSIM, so you'll hear we'll have air traffic control here at least in Montreal. Anyways, let's go ahead and call up Montreal. I think it's Montreal Center, and request IFR clearance.
It was at 517. You're off the star. Are you able direct to pick Vaux, or do you need vectors?
Yeah, we'll take vectors. Not sure what's going on, Russia Fountain.
Okay, it was at 517. Fly heading 090 and expect the Arnav Zulu runway 24 via Budpo.
Expect Arnav Zulu 24 and fly heading 090, Russia Fountain.
That was at 517. That's via the Budpo transition.
Budpo transition, Russia Fountain.
Roger.
Good afternoon, Montreal Center, Air Canada 384, request IFR clearance to Toronto City.
Air Canada 384, you're cleared to the Billy Bishop Airport via the Montreal 1 departure flight plan route. Depart runway 24 left and squawk code 0341.
Could you repeat squawk for Air Canada 384, please?
Yeah, 0341.
Alright, Air Canada 384 is cleared to Toronto Billy Bishop as filed via the Montreal 1 departure. Expect runway 24 left for departure. Squawk 0341.
Air Canada 384, readback is correct. Call me ready to push back.
Roger. Alright, so go ahead and input our squawk code. We will set this to TARA once we back up and start our engines, or sorry, pushback. So let's go ahead here and go ahead and fill out the rest of our flight plan. Montreal 1 departure. That's unexpected. That's not part of my flight plan. So let's see if the little MCDU has this. That's what the computer here is called, the MCDU. I just call it the flight computer. Anyways, our cruising altitude is going to be flight level 340, so that's 34,000 feet. Alright. Oh, fuel, right, fuel. So we're going to have to load up fuel. Got a block fuel of 4,400 kilos. That'll
7
do.
X-ray Golf, I'll give you vectors around the Montreal airspace for traffic. Fly heading 090.
That'll do. Okay, input those.
090,
4.4 here in the block. There we go. And now it will have all our fuel for us. Expect about 700 kilos on landing, which is just fine by me. So back to initial. And we'll go over to flight plan here. And go into
departure we're going to get out of Montreal?
Air Canada
Montreal.
1475, that's the Montreal 1 departure, the sit there.
Oh, they want us at a 241.
Is it like a
Okay.
radar vector or like a waypoint? I'm just a little bit confused here. Can I have 1475?
Air Canada
Insert.
1475, do you have the chart?
Hey, firm. Air Canada 1475.
Oh, it's whatever the chart says, sir.
I guess that's the way to put it.
that's a very straightforward answer. I did hear 24 left correctly, yes? I hope so. 24 left.
Montreal,
Yeah, there's Montreal 1 departure. Insert. Anyways, USR, our next waypoint is going to be Kexa. So just input that one in there. Next waypoint.
Canada 1475, fly runway heading, maintain 5000.
Kexa. From Kexa, we go straight to Savex.
Second for Air Canada 145.
Savex. Next
Air
waypoint.
Canada 1475, runway heading to 5000.
And then Canura.
15 cleared for takeoff, runway 24 left.
24 left, runway
Canada.
heading and 5000 Air Canada 1475.
And then we go direct to Chemv. So that's Kilo Echo Mike Victor India. There we go. Next waypoint.
633, you're identified, maintain flight level 320.
And then our arrival will be localizer 26 via the Elixir 1. Alright. I don't remember, is it Alger, Alkeg, or Omtex? Let me check with my charts real quick.
Montreal Center, Connect Express 481 with you, flight level 360.
Express 481, Montreal Center, bonsoir, squawk code 0364, please.
Squawk 0364, Connect Express 481.
I think we'll take Alger is
West
fine.
517, turn left,
Sir?
direct to Budpole on course.
Greg Buckle on course, Western Province.
Chemv.
That was just 517 via Budpole transition, you cleared the RNAV Zulu, runway 24 approach.
Sir. Alright, I'll look at our flight plan.
Transition, clip the
So,
Zulu
here we are from
Express 481, you're identified, maintain flight level 360.
Montreal, runway 24 left, over to Kexa, Savex, Kenner, Chemv. We begin our descent into Alger, Vipri, Rabix, Zydek, and finally landing on runway 26, and hopefully not crashing. We'll see. Flight plan. So next would be performance. We're going to take flaps 1 and flex 40, please. Alright, V1 is going to be 121, V rotate 122, and V2 126. Okay, so let's go ahead and look on our little map here.
Air Canada 1475, sit passing altitude and please confirm squawk code 0344.
Passing 2000 and squawk is 0344, Air Canada 1475. Sorry about that.
Air Canada 1475 heavy, thank you. You're identified, maintain, actually for now, climb to flight level 230.
Of course, I spelled something wrong. That looks a little weird. That's why you always double check. It's Keska, not Kexa. Insert. I want to clear Kexa. There we go.
75, turn left and proceed
Okay,
direct.
that looks better.
Direct wards and turn left.
There we go.
1455.
So that's our plan. We're gonna fly from Montreal over to Kexa, so we make a right turn to Kexa, left turn to Savex, and proceed along there. Alright, that everything looks fine to me. We'll set this back here. Flight director's on. Our altitude is going to go up to 34,000 feet here. And our speed is going to be 250. I don't think the guy told me I had any restrictions on altitude. But just in case, I'm gonna check the charts again. Oh, okay, we have to maintain 5,000 feet. That's our ceiling.
Calling Montreal again.
Okay. Alright, I think that's all. I think we are ready for pushback. So let's go ahead and come up here. Now let's go on. Our APs can go on as well. Engine bleeds should be off right now. Crew oxygen supply, yes please. Our fuel pumps can go online. Our battery can go on. We can tell the passengers to sit in their seats and buckle up. Beacon lights go on. Tell everybody that our engine's about to be active. And we can come over here to AP it. You can see it's firing up here. Once it gets all the way up here to running, we should see the generator come online, and we'll get APU power so we don't have to rely on ground power, and we can disconnect. If we come over here,
Monster Center, XL 1475. We got disconnected by accident. Can we? Do you have us identified?
Air Canada 1475, yes I do. You're leaving airspace to the south. Boston is offline. You can switch to advisory 122.8. Take care.
so this is really cool. This is this is our destination here in Toronto, and we're here in Montreal. This is really cool. This is a sort of like a real world weather map. You can see up in like Quebec City, they're having a little bit of a storm right now, and wow, the Midwest, Wisconsin's having a really bad time right now, as well as some
WestJet 517, the wind's calm, cleared to land runway 24.
weather.
Well, I don't remember too far. It's just absent.
Some weather around Flagstaff and Colorado. We were gonna fly into Telluride originally,
The
but
way you said our call center, I thought we did something wrong.
Oh, no worries. No, I actually it was a happy mood statement, but one of our fellow controllers flying said the same thing. So I guess it was not a happy mood tone.
but yeah,
No problem.
we were gonna fly into Telluride. Unfortunately, they have very inclement weather, and I did a couple test runs yesterday, and there is there is no way I can get the plane down in that kind of weather. So we are going to try this instead. Maybe a little bit more practice, I might be able to do Telluride in a thunderstorm. But today we are in Canada instead. All right, so our APU is on. Bleed on. APU generator. We have power from there, so we can go electrical.
7 extra golf, descend to 2,500.
There we go. APU power. We can go ahead and get the APU power on and turn off external. There we go. APU generators are on. Let's go over to the engines now. All right, I think we are ready for pushback. Montreal Center, Air Canada 384, ready for pushback and start.
Air Canada 384, pushback nose east and call radiated taxi.
Pushback nose east, and we'll call you when ready for taxi, Air Canada 384. All right. Alrighty, let's give it a go here. Where am I? Here, ground. So we want to go away and door door closed. Our power can go away. We'll call the tug. Here they are. We want nose east, so that means we have to make a right turn because we want to face that way. Yeah? Yeah, that's correct. Just let our tug connect here.
And 7 extra golf, you can resume at your own discretion.
Alrighty.
There.
Let's go ahead and move. Sorry about that background noise. Just moving my joystick over here. Park and brake release. Alrighty. Engine selection there.
Left turn
Okay.
on runway 11 is approved.
Well, if you can make it, what's your possibility?
Let's hear those engines rev up.
Left turn approved on runway 11. What's your passing team?
Mr. Passing thank you. Taxi runway 11, Delta, and Delta 1 to gate your choice.
11 Delta, Delta 1 to give a choice. What's your passing team?
Delta 1, Delta 101 heavy leaving to the west, runway is offline, switch to advisory 122.8, take care.
All right, over to Unicom for Delta 101 heavy. Thanks so much for the help. We'll see you.
Alrighty, pushback is done. We'll go ahead and let the tug go. We've set our parking brake. Turn on engine 1. And if you wonder why we turn on the right engine first, that's because the left engine, the jetway, and usually like the power truck and catering whatever baggage stuff is on the left side. So we don't want to suck them into the engine, so that's why we turn on the right engine first. Alright, engine number 1 is coming online. We look good. We've already used 4 kilos of fuel on the right engine, just starting it. But you know, that's how plane engines are. They consume a lot of fuel. So, left engine is starting up. Alright, we're going to come over here and move this over to TARA. See, I remember. Put that over to wheels. And get some takeoff stuff done right about now. There we go. There's that. Turn those off. Arm for departure, thank you. Select to norm. Alright, let's go ahead and ask for taxi instructions to 24 left. Montreal Center, Air Canada 384, ready for taxi to runway.
Air Canada 384, runway 24 left, the altimeter 2998, taxi via the south ramp, Alpha Mike, Alpha cross runway 28.
Alrighty, taxiing to runway 24 left via the south ramp, via Alpha, Mike, and then Alpha again, and crossing runway 28 for Air Canada 384.
Roger.
Have to set our altimeter again. 29er. 9 or 8. Yeah, there we go. I hope I remember that correctly. It'd be kind of embarrassing if I didn't. But let's go. Oops. That's not how we steer. This is how we steer.
Monsieur 517, we're at the gate. Merci pour le service et passez une bonne soirée.
Vous êtes 517, ça fait plaisir, bonne soirée.
Hold on a second. That doesn't make sense. No, we're going this way. Okay. Yep, don't worry that we're just taxiing around here. The taxi line's over here. Yeah. We are fine. Let's go ahead and come over here. There we go. While we're here, let's go ahead and start setting up stuff here. So, whoops, taxi light, engine 1 bleed, APU bleed is off, generator, APU gen is off, turn off the APU. Oops. Slow down a bit, buddy. Slow down a bit. We'll arm our auto throttle. For departure, notify the cabin. And set our flaps. There we go. Flaps are set for departure. What does it say? We are at Delta. We are not at Alpha Mike just yet. Which one is Alpha Mike? This one? Yes. And we've been cleared to cross runway 28, so we don't have to wait here. But because we are crossing a runway, our strobe lights have to be on, which they are. Alright. Pro P on, yes. We're just taxiing down to runway 24 left. So this is normally when they would play like the the safety videos and whatnot. I don't have much safety video. I don't have any safety videos to show you. My safety video, it mainly consists of let's hope the pilot don't crash, yeah? You're just cruising along the ground. It's a long taxi to the other end of the runway. But luckily, our approach into Toronto Billy Bishop will be pretty straightforward, actually. It'll just be straight in from the east, right into the runway. So that'll be nice. Of course, the difficult part is to see if I can get the landing just right so we don't overshoot the runway. You can see we're down here. Armor speed brakes again. So before we go out there, set our nose light to take off. Alrighty, we are ready to go. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and set our parking brake for a second. I want to set this to 250 managed. Thank you. Oh, come on. Alright, so I'm not entirely familiar with how the Airbus system works, but I think this should do the trick. And I want our heading to be 237 upon... No. Please, 237. Thank you. Jeez, stop it. There we go. Flight director's on here as well. And,
Charlie 317 X-Ray Golf, you're leaving class airspace. Switch to advisory and have a good flight. Bye.
Be forward. Thank you for the service. Have a good night.
alrighty, I think we're ready for departure, so let's go on and get out of here. Montreal Center, Center, Air Canada 384, holding short runway 24 left, ready to go.
Air Canada 384, we'll call back airborne, winds 250 at 14, clear for takeoff, runway 24 left.
Clear for takeoff, 24 left, Air Canada 384. Alright, let's get out of here. Alrighty. There we go, 24. And, let's move. You're up. Alright, let our autopilot take things from here. Montreal Center, Air Canada 384. We're just crossing 4,500 feet. Currently heading 315.
Canada 384, you are identified. Climb flight level 340. Proceed direct Kenvy on course.
Proceed direct on course and climb maintain flight level 340 for Air Canada 384.
Air Canada 384, I give you direct Kenvy. Do you like? Would you like the shortcut or just continue en route?
Oh, Kenvy. Yeah, sure, we can take Kenvy. We'll go direct via Kenvy then.
Air Canada 384, just for your information, Montreal 1 departure is runway heading. Climb to 5,000 and expect the vectors for your route. You turned on departure.
My bad, sorry.
Probably caused by the FMC from FES 2020. Just make sure that there's discontinuity between your SID and your first waypoint next time.
Will do. We'll verify next time. Thank you. I want to go direct to Kenvy. Thank you. Direct. Thanks. That was a bit of an oops. Right. I should have realized that. We're coming out of 24 left. So right. Of course the SID would be the SID. Oh god. It's a little bit loud. Of course the right, of course the SID would be direct 24, sorry, heading 237. I should have just stuck to that, my bad. Well, now we're direct to Kenvy, so that's that, and we'll head up to flight level 340 as we're going right now. So, across 10,000 feet, strobe lights go off, beacon lights stay on, our takeoff lights go off, and we can turn off the passenger seatbelt signs as well. Unlock the cabin, or sorry, the cockpit. Fortunately, we can't go visit in here. It's locked. We can't enjoy the wonderful food that is airline food. I'm sure Air Canada has nice airline food. I don't know. But yeah, here we are climbing out of Montreal. SYR. My VATSpy. That's the application that I use to monitor current VATSIM, like air traffic connections. Just told me somebody at Syracuse is online. Not that it matters to me. We're not flying into Syracuse today, but thought I might let you guys know. Syracuse.
Air Canada 384, mic check, how do you read?
We read you fine.
Air Canada 732, un test radio, ça sonne comment?
Thanks, Slack.
No, I'm starting to doubt. Maybe that wasn't for me. Maybe that message wasn't for me. Anyways, I think it's pretty much smooth cruising from here. It's a lot of farmland around here.
Canada 732 Montréal.
Canada 732. Canada 732, Centre de Montréal.
There we go. Just looking up here. So oh no, that's still that's still overlapping. Give me a second. Let me just move that over. There we go. That looks much better. Yep, 237 nautical miles to our destination. About 40 minutes on flight. And then yeah, you can see all the other relevant information up there if you wanna take a look at it. Wow. Looks like the U.S. air traffic control is coming online. Yeah, typically around this time, around evening in the East Coast or late afternoon on the West Coast, that's when the U.S. VATSIM scene really starts to, I don't want to say heat up, but become more active. Because right now we've got Atlanta Center, Memphis Center, Indianapolis Center, and DC Center or Washington Center online, as well as ATC for, the New York area, Boston, Syracuse, and Phoenix, and San Diego, as well as Edmonton. So I guess if people are flying to Edmonton, sure. By the way, DC has a very special airport known as Reagan National that has a very special runway approach. It's called River Visual Runway 19er. And it's very much a interesting it's a very interesting approach. You follow the Potomac River. You have is it Arlington? Yeah, Arlington, VA on your right and DC on your left. So you get to fly by the White House and Congress. On the right side you have the Pentagon and a whole bunch of very important buildings. And yeah, it's very interesting. That I do have DC planned as one of the flights in the future, though currently I need a lot more practice for that one, because I tried flying a 747 in there. It's very difficult to get the timing right because the aircraft is just humongous. It's absolutely terrible to maneuver. So it's very difficult to follow the course of the river and actually actually make the final turn without cutting off your wing or without cutting off the bridge below you. It's fine in an A320, but I feel like an A320 just doesn't present much of a challenge. So we'll see. A330 could also be an option. I think the A330 will be sufficiently challenging. So then, what's gonna be the next flight? I think we're going to do. Wow, is there? Just looking on VATSpy right now, and there appears to be like 100 people flying from LA to Phoenix. Don't know what's up with that. There might be an event going on. But anyways, There are a lot of... I have a lot of airports or flights lined up. I'm not going to say all of them right now, but...
Air Canada 3-4, mic check. How do you read?
5x5. I assume that was for me.
Air Canada 732 Montréal, test radio.
Actually, let me see. Is there another Air Canada or 384? There's a no. That's Cathay Pacific. Then that's JetBlue.
JetBlue 633 Montreal, mic check.
5x5 for JetBlue 633.
Yeah, somebody's doing a mic check. Don't know what it is for.
Did you get that, Montreal?
Oh, we got a new that's why he's doing mic check. We got a new controller on. They swapped, so that'd be the reason why. Wow, Nantucket has ATC right now. Nantucket could be an interesting one, or Martha's Vineyard. But
Air Canada 384 Montreal.
Air Canada 384, go ahead.
Okay, mic check. How do you read?
We read you 5x5.
Is it too loud? Is it too? Is it loud or is it soft or? Could I change something?
It's a little bit loud, but we hear you loud and clear.
Okay, stand by. I'll try something.
I have no idea what's going on. I assume he's trying to change his settings. Oh well. Anyways, right, so the next flight, I think, is going to be Telluride because, well, I've done a lot of practice flights from Aspen, from Denver, from Salt Lake City over to Telluride, and...
JetBlue, correction, Air Canada 384 Montreal.
And the weather is generally poor, but if I can get at least about 3 to 5 miles visibility, then I should be fine landing there. Yesterday, I did a test flight yesterday. The visibility was about...
Air Canada 384 Montreal.
Air Canada 384, go ahead.
Okay, how do you read now?
Still 5x5?
Is it still too loud?
Nope, it's perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Alright. Well, I'm glad that's sorted out. Oops. There we go. So I think, yeah, Telluride's going to be the next one, weather permitting. If not, and if Sedona becomes available, because right now Sedona has thunderstorms. It's monsoon season in this U.S. Southwest, so weather in this region is really poor right now. But Sedona could also be an option. It's a bit like the runway's about 1,000 feet longer than this, but it's also higher elevation, about 5,000 feet elevation. So you lose some performance there. But the scenery is gorgeous.
Center, good evening. WestJet 391 is with you, flight level 360.
Yeah, the weather in Sedona, the scenery in Sedona is absolutely gorgeous.
391 Montreal, bonsoir, squawk 0352 and item.
Bonsoir.
0352
I like that.
WestJet 391.
I'm definitely going to butcher it, but I think I'm going to say au revoir. Or how do you say au revoir? Let me see. There's a YouTube video here that should let me learn how to say au revoir.
Was the 391 identified, the flight level 360?
What? Roger, WestJet 391.
And Montreal, JetBlue 633, do you guys see something for us?
JetBlue 633 Montreal, say again please?
Were you looking for us, JetBlue 633?
Yeah, but it's okay now. We were just trying to find somebody for mic check. Thank you.
There we go. Awkward. That's just awkward. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Okay. See, I am an expert at speaking French, so au revoir. Sorry, I learned Spanish, not French in high school, so that's my excuse. Anyways, yeah, Telluride or Sedona, I think, weather permitting. And then Burbank is also an option that I'd like to give a go. Because we will not be flying this A320 into Burbank. We will be flying a Boeing 747 with, the 4-engine double-decker Queen of the Skies. So that'll be really fun. And it's a completely visual approach, so no fancy navigation for you. No fancy instruments for you. It's all by eye into Burbank, or at least the approach that I have planned is visual. That's not to say there aren't instrument approaches into Burbank. So any day now, Montreal Center should tell us to go over to Unicom or say bye-bye, because Toronto Center is not online right now. I think there's a chatbot option with Fly Live Studio, which is what I'm using, so you can see the info above here. I think there's a chatbot. Oh, no, that's for Twitch only. Well, that's unfortunate, but whatever. I've decided that I'm gonna stream on YouTube for the time being, because I don't feel like downloading the video from Twitch and then editing it and then re-uploading on YouTube. So just gonna do live streams for this series. I suspect we're gonna have about 6 or 7 episodes in the first series, if you will. Maybe 8, because I'm looking at my list right now. We've got, Toronto, so that's today. DC, Burbank, Sedona, Telluride, and Eagle County. And potentially, we could have Catalina, Key West as well, and Aspen. Though, well, we'll see. This is the first chapter, if you want to call it that, of this series is gonna be the American tour. Then we go southeast into the Caribbean, where we'll have lovely airports like Saba, which has a runway about 400 feet long, or is it 1,400 feet long? Shortest commercial runway in the world. That'll be really fun. And really painful to practice. I think I'm going to fly the Dash 8 or the ATR into there, but failing that, maybe the Citation Jet. And if I really can't do it, then we'll do it in the Beechcraft. I'm just wondering, when is Montreal Center gonna tell me, when are they gonna bid me farewell? I'm just crossing out of there.
Inuit 185 Montréal, bonsoir, 5 sur 5.
5 aussi, ça serait pour venir faire destination de Trois-Rivières.
Inuit 185, vous êtes autorisé à Trois-Rivières, départ Montréal 1, route de plan de vol, piste 24 gauche, affiché 0347.
It's very interesting.
Trois-Rivières, Montréal 1,
I have no idea what they're saying.
Inuit 185, électrique correct, rappelez pour circuler.
Come on, Montreal Center. Any second now. Gotta realize I'm out of your airspace. Or does he just want me to keep him company? Yeah, we're about halfway there. About 20 minutes left. Let's go back inside the cockpit real quick. 34,000, we're cruising.
Air Canada 384, Toronto is offline, switch to advisory, have a good flight, bye-bye.
Over to advisory for Air Canada 384. Have a good day. There we go. Ah, that's not what I intended. 122.800. This is Unicom. This is where everyone goes if there's no air traffic control. So we shouldn't hear anything from Montreal right now. Or wait, hold on. There we go. Can do this. There we go. Now we swapped over to 122.800. Where are you going direct to there? Direct to Kenvy, please. Direct to Alger. Ah, there we go. Updated. Now we can enter managed again. And there we go, we're back on track. 110 nautical miles to Alger. Hold on a second. I may have done something wrong here. For CYTZ arrival, I want this localizer 26, Elixir. I want Omtex. Can I go direct? Yeah, direct do sub. There. There we go. So that way we will be lined up with the runway. So I'm gonna take a little break. I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. We're just about over to do sub. So we'll begin our descent. We'll descend to 20,000 feet first. Gonna do everything by, well, autopilot, but by hand. Let everybody know. Come on. How do I... No, don't need that. That'd be cool. Alrighty. Oh, so that's what that does. Okay. No portable devices. Yeah, that's fine by me. Alright, make our turn here. So we're at deuce sub right now. And Omtex is gonna be our next waypoint that we're gonna wanna keep an eye out for. Let's come into here and get our things set up. So speed brake, yes, please. We can't set this to max. That's only for takeoff. The best we can do is medium here, but I have a plan for that. In performance, our next phase is going to be approach. Oops. 299er. Hold on. One. About 1015 QNH. Toronto is currently 25C. I'll go and put that in as well. There we go. And our V landing speed is going to be 118. So, yeah. Alright, anyways, back here. We're going to go down to 10,000 feet. As for our speed, I want us down to 220, oh jeez, 220 knots. At Vipri, we should be at... Are you going to Rabix? That's not right. It should be direct text instead. There we go. Don't know if you can see the airport yet. It's just beyond there. Alright, I'm gonna get everything set up early because once we get over to Vipri, we won't have time to do any of this. Okay. Everything looks good to me. There. Gonna disengage autopilot and auto throttle now. And go speed brakes. Slow ourselves down quite a bit. I think that's the runway right there. So a little bit high up. That's alright. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. Gonna do a little circle around to lose altitude and speed. All right, let's do this. Everything is set, so the only thing that's left is to put the wheels on the ground. Alright, speed brakes can go off. Armed. Spoilers are armed. Let me get my flight recorder open so we can go ahead and watch the replay again. Go and get flaps. Come on. Flaps 1. We'll drop our gear as well. Flaps 2. So the trick with landing here is going to be to go in under the glide slope and land as close to the edge of the runway or the threshold of the runway as we can. There is no like ILS equipment on this. It's just the localizers, so we should be just fine in terms of clearing the runway as long as we don't crash into the water. So at RAB-BIX, we want to be about 1,500 feet. Full landing config? Yes. There's the runway right ahead of us.
2,500. 1,000. 500. 400. 300.
Wow, yikes. That is... that was close. That was a terrible landing. That was an absolutely terrible landing. I have my doubts about how hard that landing was. 433 feet per minute is kind of rough. I mean, it's within spec. Yes, the aircraft is fine. It's just, I expect to have buttered that a little bit better than that. I think I was a little bit high up. That was the problem, so I tried to push it down at the end. But other than that, we are in Toronto Billy Bishop. Brakes are nice and toasty. We are absolutely humongous compared to the other aircraft here. Anyways, stop the APU. Strobe lights can go off, runway turn-offs, landing lights can go off, wing lights can go off. There we go, taxi lights on. So let's just, let's choose somewhere to park here. I suppose that will do. Set our parking brake. And we'll call the, not that, I'll call this stairs. And okay, so our APU is on, APU generator is on. These two generators can go off, engine bleeds can go off, APU bleed. And engines 1 and 2 can go off. So that's that. We've made it in here somehow. Gonna go ahead and turn off the sound there and make this invisible. That way we can go ahead and watch the replays. Alright, let's go and watch it. So I don't know. It seems a little bit like I thought I was too high, but then I was too low, but then I thought I ended up being too high anyways. This I'll say short runways, they're tricky to gauge. And this is on level ground, so just wait till you see like Sedona. But I'd say that's decent enough. Let's see what actually let me see what the overlay says. We'll take a look at the overlay in a second. You can see Toronto's right on your Toronto's right next to you, so that's nice. Yeah, I think I flared a little too much here. Apologies about that noise, any.
20.
You can see we're really close to the oh, come on. We're really close to the ocean here.
300.
Yeah, a little too high. I should have been about 10 feet lower. Flared too early. We're floating a bit. That was a bit of a chonky landing, a bit of a juicier landing. I'll say that. But, yeah, that's... Oh no, the plane is... Anyways. Alright, there we go. Oh wow, we got a... we got ourselves a floaty plane here. Anyways. So that was Toronto Billy Bishop. I hope you enjoyed the flight. And hopefully, we'll see you soon on another flight.